welcome. This is the Shortwave Show. I am your brand new host, James. Well, when I say I'm your brand new host, I am the very first host, and hopefully there won't be any new hosts for a while. I'm here to stay. What an opening. It is Thursday the 6th of August 2015. What a pleasure it is to be here to have a podcast again. That's quite nice, isn't it? I know. Wow. It's the summer holidays. I know. And potentially, I've discussed this elsewhere, it could be my last ever summer holidays that I have. Because next year I'm approaching my final year in education. So that's a pretty scary thought. And these might be my last holidays that I have from school. I'll have holidays again, but they certainly won't be as long. Which is kind of, not kind of, it's very, very unfortunate indeed. Anyway, the thing about summer holidays that I've noticed every single year, I never ever know what day it is. Do you find this? When you're out of a schedule, you've got no schedule in your life, you've no idea what day it is. It's just confusing. I never know what day it is. And apparently, I'm not the only one. Because you see, I'm waiting for my new timetable from university to find out what days I'm going to be in, and they said that it will be available on the 1st of August. So I looked, and weirdly, it wasn't there. The timetable hadn't shown up for some reason. Then I looked, and that's when I realised that I am not the only one that completely makes a hash of getting the date right. And basically, the uni website said, your timetable will be available on Monday the 1st of August 2015. Unfortunately, the day I'm recording this episode is the 1st of August, but it's Saturday, the 1st of August. Oh dear. That's the kind of thing you'd expect me to do, not a university website. What did I see once? I saw something, I think my friend Sam Marsden shared it on the internet, and it was a grammar school, and they'd spelt grammar wrong. Oh, the irony, as Sam put it. Yes, spell grammar wrong. Well, no, I think it was an apostrophe. I don't know. Something happened. So I thought maybe, if the university managed to get the date wrong, then maybe I could are they a little bit gullible? Could I, get them to up my grades a bit? Could I persuade them, or maybe even blackmail them by saying, hey, I'm going to tell everyone you put your date wrong, and maybe I could get my grades increased. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. I wouldn't blackmail my university. I wouldn't. Anyway, people make mistakes, it's fine. I've got my notes down here on a whiteboard, hanging on the tripod. I'm revealing all my secrets in the first episode. That's really clever, isn't it? I feel like a stand-up comic, I've got the microphone here. I haven't got an audience, but I feel like a stand-up. Apart from I'm actually sat on a table right now. You, sir, what do you do for a living? Well, that's awful. Where are you from, sir? What about you, madam? Oh, right. You work in a bakery. That's very interesting. I can't think of anything funny about working in a bakery, so I'm going to move on to the next person. What do you do, madam? So, yeah. So what is this show? Well, I like to think of it as like a half video, half podcast, but mostly late night talk show. This is on fortnightly on Thursday nights, and I'm just here talking to you. We've got no guests tonight. I would like to have some guests eventually, although technically I do have something with me guesting. There we go. There is the cat there. And in fact, we've got a nice first show tonight, and one day I may even get the camera angle right. No guests, just me and this little cat. That's not so bad, is it? We'll be right back with more of the show. See you in a minute. Welcome back everybody. Oh dear. Well then, welcome. You are so welcome. You have no idea how pleased I am that you have joined me today on this Thursday. Yes, because this is of course live and we're not pre-recording it on Saturday at all. This is completely live and you are so welcome. It's fantastic to have you here. And I hope that in the coming weeks we're going to have some great fun and some great talk. That's really professional. Coughing during your broadcast. Well done, James. Well done. So, of course, welcome. This is my new show, I suppose. This is not going to replace Just Try My Best, James. It's the reason I'm going to be able to do this. Well, we'll go on to that a little bit later. So, one thing, this is called the Shortwave Show. It's not replacing anything. It's going to run alongside my other projects. But why have I called it the Shortwave Show? Well, shortwave radio used to be an old radio frequency. I can't remember when. I can't remember when it was. But it was part of a big technology. But more recently, it's now used, shortwave radio frequency is now used for amateur radio. People who want to present their own shows and sort of not well known, but they're going to give it a go anyway. They want to have a voice and they want to, talk to the world about what they care about and do a thing of their own. Now, of course, podcasts like this are much more common and they're probably much easier to do because I can do this for free, which is why I'm doing this. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any money back, but that's why we're only doing it fortnightly on Thursday nights. This is just like a podcast, like the modern day of shortwave radio. I'm sneaking, I suppose. I'm sneaking into the web, and it's sort of our little secret every 2 weeks on a Thursday night. It's our little secret, although you can tell other people about it. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. By the way, I maybe don't sound quite as flowing and nice and beautiful voice because I've rather got hay fever, which is always nice. I feel really snuffed up. So great day to record a podcast, but I'm here for you, and it's wow. We've got dogs barking. Thanks for ruining my recording. Thank you very much. So that's why it's called a Shortwave Show. I'm just here, and I'm going to sneak in. It's sort of combining it's the amateur radio, the amateur shows, but we can still have fun. Who needs professionalism? This is not like any other show. Of course, in future, I have a chair here, and in the very future, I would like to have guests sitting here on this chair, and we're going to talk together. At the minute, I've got a cat, but that's good enough. She is asleep right now. Poor little thing. She's a bit worn out. We've got a family around with a dog visiting, so I thought I'd stay with her for a bit and talk to you at the same time. She likes a bit of company, don't you? She's not even talking to me. She's furious. You're very furious, aren't you, with me? So I am here fortnightly at 10 p.m. Every the first and the third Thursday of every month, at least fortnight. That's probably what's going to work out at. at 10 o'clock in the evening, Greenwich Mean Time. So sorry if you live elsewhere from the United Kingdom, but most of the people who are listening to this, if any, will probably be for the United Kingdom at the moment, because that's mostly where people know me. So, one final thing before we take a little break here. We're going to... You may be wondering, have I got time to run another project like this? And that's a very good question, and currently I'd say yes, I do. Because I'm not doing this very often. It's just twice a week. That's achievable. I may have to cut down in future, of course, but I can do twice a week. Originally, I was thinking not twice a week. Fortnightly is what I meant. Originally, I was thinking I'd do it every week, but let's just start slow and build up. And when I get some money for this, when I can work out how to get paid for doing this, then maybe we can think about doing it more often. Another project around elementary insight, that takes a blooming long time to research, and fact checking. Oh, it's so difficult. But here, I'm just blathering on for around about 15 minutes. That's easy. I can do that. Plus, no one's really watching, so I can say whatever I want. No one's watching. Who cares? I don't care. Oh dear me. No one cares what I say. So, whatever. Oh well. We'll be right back after this very, very, very short break. Welcome back everybody. How are you doing? It's welcome back to the Shortwave Show. That was a professional welcome back from this ad break, wasn't it? It's now time for a segment of the show I like to call Viewer Mail. I know, yes. Before we do that though, you remember at the start of the show, my opening monologue, when I sat at the front of that table, I was talking about how my university got the date wrong on their website, which I know is a terrible thing, and no one really cares about it, but okay. I thought it was rather amusing. I don't know why. I'm such a geek about these things. It's unreal. I don't really point stuff out like that. But I just thought it was humorous, a university. Don't get me wrong, the university I go to, I can't say it because I don't want people to stop me, but the university I go to is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Anyway, I posted the fact on my own personal Facebook page, and here it is. Announcement: students will be able to access their academic timetable for semester 1 from Monday the 1st of August 2015. I posted that on my personal Facebook page, actually. You can't add me to my friend list unless you know me, by the way. I have a strict rule, but you can look on the official Just Try My Best James Facebook page, and you can like that. And at the minute, the Shortwave Show and that is sort of sharing that until this gets established. Oh, dear me. Hello. Why don't you pop there and say hello to the ladies and gentlemen? Oh, she's furious again. Right. I've been distracted by a cat. That doesn't happen on any other show. I've turned my microphone on, yes, haven't I? Now I have. I posted that on Facebook, and some people cared. Not many, about 3 people. I can't read the names out for legal reasons, but 3 people liked the post. No one else cares. So, to the 3 people, we are proud correctionists. It's time for viewer mail, and unfortunately, will you stop messing about? Unfortunately, there is a... What are you doing? This doesn't happen on a professional show. Don't climb down there. Don't climb down there. My cat has just climbed into a box. It's time for viewer mail. How many times have I said that? It's time for viewer mail. And we've got a little bit of a problem. We don't have any viewers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read you 2 comments from the most recent videos of mine. Unfortunately, I don't have that many commenters, so they're all from Sam Marsden. He's a great YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Sam Marsden. He just seems to do select clips from video games that he's been playing at the moment, although he may change that up. Who's to say? It's his channel. But check him out, great friend of mine. And he said on my Elementary Insight video, why does it rain after a hot day? Because Britain, no matter what weather we get, we will always get rain after a few days. Sam, what kind of image are you presenting of Britain there? What kind of image are you presenting of our country here? I mean, it's accurate, but come on, we want to persuade people that it's sunny and warm all the time, because it is. No, it's not. It's absolutely chucking it down. It's chucking it down now, and I've got hay fever. I'm bunged up. And it's not even nice out there. I'm suffering hay fever. It's not even summery. Brilliant. The other comment was on my newest Just Try My Best James video at the time of recording, because I may have made a future one before I published this. It was about, I got my new computer, and I had problems with the toilet. What are you doing? And Sam said, video sponsored by the Great British Toilet Map and Apple. Yeah, I totally have sponsors with 49 subscribers, don't I? I don't even have viewers, so I don't see why you think I'd have sponsors. Thanks, Sam. Now it's time. We've got time for a couple of fake viewer mail. Have we got time? I don't know what time we're on. I'll make time. Why am I starting a new show? It's my life. I do whatever I want. That was from fake John. What's your show about? Just nonsense, really. I don't know. I haven't rehearsed this even. I'm just talking into a microphone with some notes in front of me on here. What's my show about was from Janice. Any guests? Yes, clearly they're queuing. Jacob. Clearly they're queuing to sit next to me. Even my cat abandoned me. You can probably hear a little rustling of cardboard in the background. What? Blooming heck. I'd like to have some guests though. I'm not really bothered about having big name celebrities. If they want to come, then they can, but I quite like the idea of interviewing ordinary people. I'd like to do that. We can have fun together. You can promote your big movies. How do you watch? Probably should take this question seriously. Currently, you can only watch this as video form, but I'm working on getting this onto a podcast medium thing. You currently can watch it at youtube.com/Shortwave Show. Anyway, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, we are completely out of time this week. I'll be back here in a fortnight on Thursday at 10 p.m. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Good night, everybody. Sleep tight.